Hello, my name is Lee. I'm a Singaporean living in Wakayama, Japan. I've been here in Japan for 10 years and now I live deep in the mountains of Ryujinmura. Ryujin means dragon god and Mura means village. So dragon god village, we are home to an onsen, a hot spring 5 minutes away that was built over 1,300 years ago. We are also in the middle of a network of pilgrimage trails used for people from Kyoto, from Osaka to reach the Kumano region, the land of the gods, to commune with the gods by walking here for 2 or 3 weeks. And now there's a whole pilgrimage trail that's a UNESCO site. So in this area, I'm setting up a cafe called Ryunohara Shokudo. And this Shokudo needs help to be set up. So the work has already started before even the funding started. I just need help to pay for some extra stuff that I have not been able to get subsidies for, and also I am running out of my own savings because work has been scarce for a tour guide in these corona times. Coronavirus has made it impossible for any foreigner to come in for a holiday. So let me quickly give you a rundown of what's happening here. Alright, so let's take off so you can see what's around here. Right now we are above the main house and that's where people can sit down to enjoy their tea. You can also see the very silvery roof. That's where the kitchen is, and you can see lots of digging going on because we're putting a new septic tank. So that's the thing that costs a lot of money, and even though the government is paying for 3/4 of the works, 1/4 still has to come from our own pockets, including the taxation. So taxes are not included in the funding. But I just want to point out that food will come from here. So you can see the little farm here with its potatoes and all that. The neighbors are actually here to continue with their weeding and all that for their potato patch. So that's where a lot of our food will come from neighbors and people in the area. The area that I'm going to fly to is this area of this building with nice roof here. That's been fixed over the last few weeks. It's a zinc roof that we redid ourselves, and that was to keep costs low. But the important thing is what's inside. The tables, the chairs, the flooring all needs money, and I hope to raise funds for that. Just to give you a quick overview of the area, so you can see how everything is in relation with each other. It's the main sitting area with the car parking area below. You can see one car there with a excavator. And then the kitchen is further up together with the main house, and the whole area we're in has lots of greenery, so you can see the cedar forest behind, but also natural forest all around us. If I just turn the camera up, here we go. Look, it's all greenery, and I'll just turn around so you can have a quick look. Okay, so mountains as far as the eye can see. And the highest mountain in the distance, right now we're hovering around there, it's about 1,100 meters high. Over here though is Mount Nenju-daka, which is 1,000 meters high. So all this here is nature that we can enjoy. I really hope that you can come and see, but if I look down again, that's where we are. And this is where the kitchen will be. So we'll be doing all the grilling, all the cooking in here. And we needed a septic tank. So the septic tank has gone in, drainage has gone in, and now you can see work is proceeding with the plumbing. And this is where you can sit. So the kitchen was over there, I just walked over here. And if you do come here, you can sit on the engawa, which is the outside sitting area for traditional Japanese houses, and you can enjoy the kayabuki roof. This is quite rare. This kind of roof made of miscanthus reeds disappeared from construction about 50-60 years ago. So we'll eventually re-roof this one day, but for now you can sit inside, it's cool. Yasu is remote working from here, and the dogs are sitting on the engawa. They'll not be here unless you want them here, so you could sit with the dogs if you want, enjoying skewers. They'll be bothering you, and tea, which will be nice. The dogs will not want tea. That's the engawa. Now, the kitchen's right behind you. Over here, just nearby the kitchen, lower down the slope, is this other house. So we have finished re-roofing this whole thing, and I want to show you what it looks like inside right now. So inside we have to have flooring and tables. I need help to pay for that. Let's have a look inside. construction's underway, so it's kind of messy here. You can see the roofing material that we have left over from the roof. And furniture has come in. We have old plates and things that have come in from friends. For example, like these bowls, which are at least 100 years old, and we'll be using them to serve food with. And you may wonder what kind of food. So it's going to be skewers, satay, Singaporean style skewers, pork skewers, we have chicken skewers, and also vegetable skewers for those who are vegetarian. There'll be curry from the garden, like well, curry doesn't come from the garden. The tomatoes, the carrots will come from the garden. So that's that. And also on the weekends there'll be an izakaya. So my friend Shu, who is a very good sushi chef, he used to be a sushi chef in Tokyo. He will make all sorts of stuff on the weekends, on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. On normal days it's skewers and curry. And you can have it here, enjoying the view, the green, it's quiet, hear the birds, and what we need to help pay for is the table. So let me talk about that. This is where the table will be. So there's this zinc sheet. The table will be about this length, maybe slightly longer, but it's also going to be broader. So it's going to be movable. A table made with wood from the local forest, and there'll be a bench here, a tatami bench. You can sit here looking at the outside. Okay, and as for sitting arrangements, there's a sofa here, yes. I brought this from Kyoto. I used to live in Kyoto. But the thing is, I have three pieces of tatami left over from the house above when I renovated it. So there'll be one place in that very dark corner right now. It'll be brightly lit. There'll be a reading corner. So we have books about nature, about birds, about plants here, about the wood that we use. So you can read it there, read stuff there. But the other piece of tatami, the long piece here, will be used where the table is. So a raised platform, a bench of sorts, but instead of having just wood, you have tatami, this tatami. You sit there, you can read books, you can look outside. So there's raised sitting areas. The reason for this is that in traditional Japanese houses, everyone sits on the floor. But for older people, they can't sit cross-legged. They will find it difficult to bend down, tie their shoelaces. So we decided that for this place, the lower sitting area, we'll have a wooden floor where you can step on with shoes, come with shoes on, which is not so common in traditional old houses. But you can also sit down on tatami, enjoy the old stuff while sitting in a modern way like this. I hope this gives you a good idea of what I'm about to do here. There's the kitchen, there's the upper sitting area, there's the lower sitting area, and I've been talking about all this physical things so far, but the whole point here is that when people come, they enjoy food. When you come, you enjoy food like skewers with charcoal made locally, and curry with vegetables from the farms nearby, my farm too, and the garden. It's a small garden, not really a farm. A garden that's just right by, and all this fresh food I want people to enjoy in nature. If you remain quiet, you hear birds. Okay, there's some construction going on, so there's a bit of noise, but there's birds, there's the trees outside, and I love for people to come here to enjoy the books I have. It's just maybe about a tenth of the books I have. There's all these things that people have given me, all these little statues and all these dolls, and I love for you to enjoy this place, slowly drink tea, and really enjoy Ryujinmura, the dragon village, for what it is. The thing is, I do need money to do all this, and as an online tour guide now, I used to be a tour guide turned online tour guide, as I mentioned. The online tours have not been very successful in the last 3 or 4 months, and with things going the way it is, I am afraid that I won't be able to afford this towards the end of the year. So I do need help with this. I'm trying to raise about 7,000 US dollars. I have spent about 10,000 US dollars of my own money on this, so I'd like to recover at least a bit of it. And in return, you get tea first, but also your name on the furniture, for example. For those who help to pay for the highest tier, you get your name not only on a poster here, There'll be a poster for everyone who donated. But you also get your name on the benches, on the table, like so and so was the sponsor of this table in English and Japanese. And also you get to see updates along the way. I'll be posting updates all along so you can see where the money is being spent. And I'm going to show you what the tea looks like. That's the first reward you get for sponsoring. But I think the true reward here is to know that you've contributed to a place where people can relax, enjoy nature, enjoy good food, good books, and spend time with friends in nature. So let's have a look at the tea. And these are the little presents I have for everyone who's going to be a sponsor. So apart from having your name on a board where the cafe is, everyone gets that. The top tier donors get a box with tea. All the teas I've made myself this year. These are all first flush teas, spring teas, all from the forest nearby and from the field nearby. All these plants are grown without pesticides, without fertilizers, and they are fresh. So they taste, well, I shouldn't say they taste good, you'll judge for yourself, but if you're the top tier sponsor, I have 6 of these. You'll get black tea, kokuryu, which is oolong tea, sorry, not black tea. You'll have seiryu, which is green tea. You'll have hakuryu, white tea, sun-dried. And you'll also have uryu, which is the birth of the dragon, that's a nice name, which is nama tea, done sheng pu style. So that means that the tea is fermented with the spring water from the forest nearby. And apart from getting this box, as I mentioned, you get your name engraved on the table, and also on the bench, maybe on the table because you don't want people sitting on your name, but on the table, and that's 6 people. Apart from that, I do have the second tier, which is 3 kinds of tea. Again, you'll have your name on the board. Everyone gets their name on the board as mentioned, but you also have the nama tea, the white tea, and the oolong tea. It comes in a box similar to that. And I forgot to mention, everyone gets a box with their names inside. So you'll find your name inside, thank you to so and there'll be a postcard handwritten from me, plus instructions about how to enjoy the tea. So that's top tier, second tier, and everyone else gets white tea and oolong tea, white and black and white. So 2 kinds to compare, to enjoy with. And this comes in a smaller box, which looks very much like this. You'll also have your name engraved inside, so you can keep the boxes if you want. These are all cedarwood boxes, so very nice to keep stuff in. Please reuse. And as I mentioned, the whole point here is not to buy tea, because all this tea here is, yes, it's exclusive, yes, it's rare, but apart from the tea, it's really about building a community here, to allow people to come here to enjoy the environment, enjoy all this space. This is literally where you'll sit if you come here to enjoy tea, and this is just a token of my appreciation.
This is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with the attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
Okay, and this is the end of the re-roofing. We have finally almost finished. We ran out of nails, so we have to go down back to the city 1 hour down to buy the nails. But we are almost all done. So it's much more difficult than I thought it was. There were many more points that if you go close, you see our mistakes. But I think it's a good first attempt. So what's your advice for anyone working on re-roofing?
Yeah, as I've mentioned, hot shower, good sleep. That's all we need.
Hot shower, good sleep. At onset, you can come to Ryujin Onsen. But before that, remember you can buy Ryujin tea first to help us pay for this. This costs a lot of money. It's much more than we thought we would spend. And even even though we didn't get a carpenter and professionals in to repair this, it costs a lot. Plus, I talked about all the tables and stuff that you can have your names on, and the tea that you get. So to that, sorry, this is not tea, but tiny drinks.
Cheers.
Kanpai, cheers. You forgot cold drink.
What?
Hot shower, go to sleep. Cold drink
Cold drinks,
first.
yeah. After the re-roofing, yeah.